Nick Fox with Beal University. Today we're going to go over a quick shop tour that I give to all students who come and take our welding program here. So we'll move back to the far corner where I size all the students for the PPE that comes with the program. It's paid for throughout the tuition, not up front. There's no upfront cost with our program. So the students will get leather jackets, stick MIG gloves, TIG gloves, driver's gloves, a non-auto darkening hood, a cutting shield for torches and grinding, a clear shield, and this toolkit put together by Main Oxy. It comes with a bag, all your stuff fits in it, and you get this variety of tools. In 8 short months, we cover 4 major welding processes. Shielded metal arc welding, that's stick welding, gas metal arc, MIG welding, flux core arc welding, and gas tungsten arc welding. This table is chronologically laid out throughout the course of the program. So we cover stick welding, we cover metallurgy, we cover blueprint reading, we go over all the testing we do, pad welding, plate welding, groove welding, fillet welding, all the welding. We do it for each process. Every process we do, we repeat the pad welding, the fillet welding, the plate welding. So we go right down this line of all the processes. We stick weld the whole time. We'll get into pipe after 4 months, and you'll do open root stick pipe where you'll get introduced to 60-10 rod. Then we'll move into open root TIG and stainless thin wall applications, TIG and MIG of aluminum. But after learning the process from start to finish and doing it over and over again, we can teach anybody to weld here. We can make anybody who's been welding a better welder as well. The class also comes with these textbooks, easily picked up in our bookstore. We have the textbook, we do reading in class as a group. We go over some review questions. We go over all our work together so you have the right information. I don't want you memorizing the wrong information. We also have this workbook work. It's true or false, multiple choice, matching, things of the sort you'll do on your own time, and we'll go over together as well. We get the IPT Trades Handbook. This is full of invaluable information that you can keep with you. These are yours to keep after the program, and it has a ton of charts and graphs of usable information for when you're in the field. We test in all our welding to the D11 structural steel code. I'm a certified weld inspector to the D11 standard. And again, I give you all the information, all the requirements right here in some printouts, so you have all the acceptance criteria when you're doing bend tests on your plates and so forth. The students who produce the most acceptable weld bend test coupons throughout the class will be able to win this prize package we put together. This here is $1,500 brand new tools and boxes, and again, we'll base that off weight of acceptable bend test coupons like this right here. Again, this student has passed all the tests I've given her, and they're acceptable, so we'll base it on weight. We can give out extra weight for the best participation and the best written exam grades as well. We've moved out into the entrance of the shop where all the steel comes in, and Mason and myself, the instructors here at Beal, cut and prep all the steel. So students can come in and grab cut and prep plates just like this, so they can go right to welding, grab some plates and head right to their welding booths. I will teach all the students how to run the bandsaw and all the tools on this side of the room so they can use them throughout class. Once you've been given the safety on a tool, you can use it at any time. All right, bandsaw, plasma cutter, blast cabinet, chop saw, pipe bevelers, plate benders, tungsten grinders, bench grinders, and over here we have some students actually fitting in fabrication class on some snowmobile drags, a pair of them for some guys up in Sanagat. Further down here, our students will learn some rigging and how to rig things safely. We learn some simple math formulas for figuring out weight and safety. Also, we learn to fit pipe spools in this space, so students will get new pipe fittings and build spools like this based off some drawings that are made up in class. They have a cut list and they'll make these themselves. Behind me you see some old fittings from previous students' fit-ups. Sometimes we bevel prep those and weld them together, just get some real world experience. The big blue thing you see behind me is the ventilation system. Normally when that's running, it's sucking all the smoke and metal fumes out of the booths through the filters and recirculating it into the shop. And over here in the middle of the shop, we have this steel rack with all cut, prepped, and ready to weld coupons for students. Again, the instructors here at Beal spend a lot of time cutting and prepping steel so students can just come and weld as much as they can while they're here. We want to see you spending all your time in these booths. We have 14 fully stocked booths with welders, grinders, ground clamps, stingers, spool guns, all the things for students to be welding the whole time. And all our booths have this welding setup with the 350 Pro inverters from Lincoln Electric. They run all our TIG stick and they power our wire feeders for our MIG and our flux core welding. We have a spool gun set up on this machine, which is for aluminum wire fed, big gummy spool gun. If you can learn to weld with it, you can learn to weld with any spool gun. Inside the booths, we have positioners that hold all our pipe and plate while students are welding. Everything in here is adjustable. You can see the smoke sucker that I spoke of earlier. All new LED lighting. Sometimes we shut those off for overhead lighting as it's easier to weld when you're not staring into the bright lights. Down at the end of the shop, we keep all our welding consumables and all our stuff for everyday welding. That was a quick shop tour. I really would push you to reach out and schedule a tour to see it in person today. We got a great shop here, a short 8-month program. I'll teach you all the skills you need to be a great welder and a great employee. I have employers reaching out all the time looking for people. I can make these guys great welders. I can make you a great welder too. Reach out at beal.edu to schedule a tour today.